Yes, for some reason it doesn't work if you have the face poser out. That does not look very pleasant. Well, that's what you get. And now we go to file. Uh, actually, sure, why not? So let me just stop it just in case if it doesn't glitch or anything out. Then you go save as. I already have these other things pulled out before, so let me just do that random one. Random flips actually. And then let's say if you accidentally press Z, then you can't find it. Oh no, what do I do? Should I smack at this wall? Oh my. Why? All that work. Well, so let me just go to open and respawn. Yay. And that's what you get. And now, if you want to work on his fingers, you can. But if you want to really go into that, well, that's your go. So now let's just do finger posing, I guess. There you go. Took a little bit. So let me just do some random stuff. Snapshot that, new frame. Snapshot, new frame. Again, I'm just doing this on random, so yes, this is gonna take quite a little bit. New frame, and then let's do that, do that, whatever. All this is on random. Snapshot, and now we play. Forgot, you always gotta get rid of the tools before doing anything, because it still somehow affects it for some reason. Okay, so that's what you have there, correct? Yes. Now, here's another little problem we're gonna come into pass most of the time in making these sort of save as and flips. Yeah. Always remember to save. It's the most important thing in life, especially in Pokemon. Anyways, one of the most difficult things most of the time would be fixing these things and making them move along with this. And one of the things I usually mess up on is not making new frames before you start a frame here. So every time you want to like try to take a view or something, but then it becomes too fast, and then all you can do is just, no, I can't be able to get the perfect shot. Well, all I can say to that is add new frames, new blank frame. So you want to go here, you add a new frame. Guess it doesn't work like that. Let's hold up. Oh yes, and I almost forgot, you could also move the frames around. So you could just make new frames here. Just add new frames and then you can move it to the front. It's kind of hard to tell even though there's like different colorings. It's very hard. I failed to do that perfectly, so you gotta memorize the colors. Okay, now back to recording. Sorry about that little interruption. Apparently you can't really do that for some reason. I don't know, but before it used to work, but now it doesn't. Anyways, so as I said before, try to make new frames before doing any sort of poses, so you can be able to capture it in time whenever you use your camera film. Or if you're a very good filmer, you could be able to, or editor actually, you could be able to figure out what to do. Anyway, so now the other problem is, well, we gotta memorize how many frames was this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 6 frames. So I'm gonna make about 8 for this guy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. So now we're gonna start off a new frame here. Now we're gonna bring out a Ragdoll Mover. Let me just speed this little segment up. Okay, now I'm back. So now let's see what happens. Let me actually lower down the frame, well, the play rate actually, so I could be able to capture both of these in time. So this is what's gonna happen. So if we play, that actually starts, and then that starts as well. That's very awkward, but that actually works out the way I wanted it to. Awesome. So we can actually now speed it up. And that's what you see. Wonderful, isn't it? Yes, the beauty of this. I'm stuck! Ugh. Don't mind that. Oh yeah, so that usually happens on occasion. So now, this is where I usually get scared a little bit, so I usually save this as a different file. I will put it as sniper poop probably, and then that happens. So that's what I usually do to be able to do different things, have two different entities most of the time, and then we'll begin doing that. So open. Now if we do sniper poop, it actually spawns both of them in. So that's pretty awesome. But always make like backup files. It really helps. Now you will say, well, I don't want to really count all these frames throughout, even though it could go on for infinite amount of times. I would recommend, like, if you don't want to do that, you could actually just capture what you can here, and then go to a different little segment here by just going to new, and then it'll clear all that, and then you make your new entities move around here and do your stuff there, and you could be able to do whatever you want. So if you don't want the scout anymore and you got what you have to get, you could be able to delete him, do a new little section here, and yes, this is what's gonna happen. So now, what about objects? Does the object undergo the same process? Well, actually, yes. I'm not going to go over there. These objects actually goes through the same process as well. So now we right click on that entity. Let's go to some, oh, and they also pose, I forgot about that. So yeah, now let's make it, so snapshot that, new frame, snapshot that, new frame. Darn it. Snapshot that, new frame. Snapshot that, new frame. No, I didn't want to touch him. If you want to make things fidget, you're going to have somebody else to help you on that, because I'm not too sure how to make other things fidget, unless if you... Unless you take your time and literally pose every little thing here. Okay. Snapshot and then new frame. Let's do one last frame. Snapshot, new frame. Now he's back to normal. So let's just make that fly. And again, you can make these things fast. So now we play it. Oh, sorry. Gotta delete that frame. And delete this frame. Okay, so I'm gonna have to like do some editing here. Huh. I think I understand the problem now. Okay. So now everything revolves around the sniper, the frames that the sniper has underwent. So we're gonna have to really like revolve around what the sniper has went through. See? So it actually now goes around the whole sniper. So this is what usually causes that sort of little problem. So I'll save as. I'll make two little saves for a second. That should be good enough. Just to show you if it does work. Actually, no, sorry. If it does work for. So I'm gonna actually risk. Actually, no. Let me go here, open, blah blah blah, shanache, and it works for all of them. So it does still work, and it's pretty good for its own thing. But remember, these things usually revolve around certain parts. So if you save it on the sniper, just remember that you're gonna have to go with the scout and try to memorize every little tidbit of patterns. It's very difficult to actually explain, since you gotta really experience it yourself, and then you'll understand what the pain is up with this. He looks very majestic. Oh yes, and one final thing.
Do not forget